Why is there resistance by some neuro-ophthalmologists regarding the Tsang-Shidlofsky treatment? Mostly because they just don't believe it works, and of course we expected this would happen. I mean, if you think back up until a few years ago, most doctors didn't know or even acknowledge the existence of visual snow syndrome. So resistance by the medical community is expected. They were resistant to accept that visual snow syndrome is an actual condition in the first place. That's part of why I started VSI. But going back to the treatment, at first, honestly, we didn't believe it ourselves. Frankly, it almost sounded too good to be true. And I'm a skeptic given everything I've been through with VSS. And especially given that VSS is not fully understood yet, we're asking ourselves, how could there be a treatment that addresses this brain-eye disorder's complex set of symptoms? Well, it does indeed exist, and it's been successful in helping many VSS patients. Visual snow is still unknown to many people within the medical community, even some neuro-ophthalmologists. They were never taught about it, and even if they do know what VSS is, the majority have no idea how to treat it other than recommending tinted lenses, which are helpful, by the way. Historically, if you look at anyone who's been involved in VSS research or treating patients, there's been a consensus that there is simply no treatment. So we do understand why there would be skepticism or disbelief within the medical community when there actually is one. And we expected it would take time for them to realize or acknowledge the validity of the treatment and its overwhelming success. So many people with visual snow have experienced improvements in their symptoms and quality of life for the first time ever. We did extraordinary due diligence with the doctors and their patients. We also value and uphold science-based evidence as well as the personal accounts of patients and their families. And the results speak for themselves. We're hoping to publish the findings in several reputable medical journals by the end of this year. This will allow those in the medical field to consider the Tsang-Shidlofsky protocol as a possible treatment for their patients. We would encourage those doctors who treat patients with VSS to take the Tsang-Shidlofsky certification class and implement their treatment protocol. We interviewed both doctors and their patients for many months before, during, and after collaborating with Dr. Tsang and Dr. Shidlofsky. Almost all of their patients experienced symptom reduction and/or return to their quality of life prior to VSS. The VSI would never promote a treatment that didn't actually help anyone. We understand having visual snow syndrome can be a different experience for everyone, nor does everyone experience the same exact symptoms. But because we know how many people are out there suffering, we've felt a sense of responsibility to share something that has helped many people and might help you too. And it's optional, so if you don't want to partake, that's completely fine. But the effectiveness and success of Dr. Shidlofsky and Dr. Tsang's protocol for many VSS patients holds true.